You can end up rich on a monetary basis playing that game. But you don't have the things that money can't buy. You don't make a lot of friends by ripping people off. You don't make a lot of friends by running a scam. You sometimes end up in prison. Sometimes you get away with it, but you've gotten away with something immoral, right? So you don't have the self-esteem of a moral person. You drown yourself in cocaine and luxuries and other things to suppress the feelings of shame and guilt that accompany doing something shameful and guilty.
One of our favorite Bitcoin philosophers, Tomer Strolight, writes many articles about the fundamental reasons why people ultimately choose Bitcoin as their preferred form of money. He shows that the decision to use pure money is a profound shift in mindset and moral understanding of the world. If you've been following us for a while, you've probably seen a few videos we've made using Tomer's articles. This time, we were lucky enough to get him on camera to offer some commentary in addition to the reading. But before we do that, I want to introduce our sponsors, Stampseed, the Orange Pill app, and Swan. Our partners are businesses and people that we respect and our products that we at Bit Intelligence personally use. You're watching 21 Voices. Without further ado, here is Tomer Strolight in Madeira, Portugal.
I could see that Bitcoin was about so much more than money and all the personal effects it was having on people. So I wrote this article and I titled it, Rich or Poor, Bitcoiners Have What Money Can't Buy. So let's begin. The things money can't buy. Let's talk about things that money cannot buy. Money cannot buy honesty. In fact, people who are trying to persuade you to give them your money are often not being entirely truthful with you. Money can't buy friendship. You can't walk into a store or a bar and buy a friend. Someone who shares your values, who respects you, and who you respect. And for the same reasons, it can't buy you love, which is an especially deep form of friendship. Most of all, money can't buy you things that are within yourself. It can't buy you self-esteem, intelligence, courage, or integrity, to list a few. Give an insecure person a pile of money, and they will squander it in either showing off to others or in self-destructive pursuits. Give money to an intellectually lazy person, and they will not become any smarter. Give a coward money, and he will only have one more thing to be afraid of, losing that money. And give a cheater money, and he will try to use it to hatch some dishonest scheme by which to get more. The things money can buy. Money will buy you a nice outfit, a great haircut, a fancy car, and a beautiful house, but happiness itself will remain out of reach without genuine friends and lovers who you can trust, and without being able to love and respect yourself. Money does not in fact buy happiness, not on its own. It's not sufficient. Why do we work so hard for money then? Why do some people measure their worth in dollars? It is true that we do need many of the things that money can buy, like food, shelter, clothing, and even entertainment that makes us a little happier. Money can be an enabler. It can be used to purchase things that satisfy basic survival needs and thereby afford us the time to pursue these other things which money itself cannot buy. However, it is still very mistaken to measure our worth using any single number, let alone a number that we know omits friendship, love, self-esteem, intelligence, courage, integrity, and many other virtues and values we should exhibit and pursue. What's this got to do with Bitcoin? Now, let us take a minute to look at the community of Bitcoiners. Bitcoiners believe in a new form of money, Bitcoin. We go to great lengths to explain why we believe it is the best form of money that has ever existed and is ever likely to exist. To be able to do that explaining, we must first go to great lengths to understand what money is and how Bitcoin meets the requirements of being money. To do that, we have to take a very honest look at history and at the present. We must explore what many people take for granted. We must ask hard questions and look for honest, defensible answers. We must learn about the math which Bitcoin relies upon. We need to learn about energy production which Bitcoin relies upon. We learn about economics, which is the study of how people interact with those things that money can buy. We develop deep conviction, informed by all this learning and from our observations and reasoning about what is happening around us. We form views about where the world is headed. We conclude that a world with Bitcoin as its money, or even just as the money used by we who choose Bitcoin, is a better world. We conclude it is a better world because it is honest and transparent. It is a world without secrets, schemes, and deceptions about what money is. It is a world without powerful people who exercise control of the system of money to control the weak. We then find a moral mission in Bitcoin. We take on the responsibility of spreading the knowledge. It requires courage to do this. We must put our money where our mouth is by buying Bitcoin with our dollars. This is an act of risk-taking or courage. It is an act of integrity, aligning our words with our actions. We must remain steadfast. We are laughed at. Powerful people and institutions mock us and try to discredit us. They label us as enablers of criminals and terrorists. We either fortify our courage and conviction or leave Bitcoin. Those of us who stay know that our fellow Bitcoiners who have been or are going through the same tribulations as we did are honest, intelligent, and courageous. We respect each other. We become friends. We each contribute what we can, how we can. We build the world we envision. We do all this unwaveringly while millions stand on the sidelines, some watching with curiosity, some mocking us, and some actively attacking and trying to stop us. Occasionally, one runs over and says, "I want to be like you," and we welcome them with open arms. Becoming a Bitcoiner is a process through which you obtain things money cannot buy. Take a look. Money can't buy honesty, it can't buy friendship, it can't buy self-esteem, courage, intelligence, or integrity either. Yet, Bitcoiners, with their ideas, their ideals, efforts, and their achievements, have acquired all these things. Bitcoiners are honest. They have authentic friendships. They believe in themselves. They are brave. They are smart. And they possess an integrity that puts all of these things ahead of any wealth measured in a monetary value. No Bitcoiner judges another on the basis of how much Bitcoin that other person is worth. It's a faux pas in the community to even inquire about that. I love my fellow Bitcoiners. They are the best people on earth. Some may be financially rich, some not. But they are all worth much more than money to me. Bitcoin has given us all an abundance of the things that money can't buy. 10.
Please bear with us for a quick message from our sponsors. These videos take a lot of time to make, and we've partnered with brands we trust like Stampseed and the Orange Pill app in order to get the funding we need to bring you these videos every week. Don't store your Bitcoin in cold storage without stamping your seed phrase on an indestructible titanium plate. Stampseed is fireproof, rust-proof, impact-proof, and easy to hide. It has no loose parts and will give you ultimate peace of mind that your Bitcoin is safe and sound for the long term. Click the link in the description below for 15% off your stamping kit. When I finally got Bitcoin, it hit me like a lightning bolt. It was the currency of the future, the only money that truly mattered. But there was a problem. I didn't know anyone else that thought like me. That is until I discovered the Orange Pill app. Suddenly, I was connected with a network of like-minded Bitcoin enthusiasts, right in my own city. The Orange Pill app is more than just a social network. It's a community of passionate individuals determined to change the world, one Satoshi at a time. This series is brought to you by Swan and created by Bit Intelligence. Remember to like this video and subscribe to both our channels for more videos like this every week. Thanks for watching.
Well, this is a reflection of my relationships with people, and it's a gift to be able to explain to them what, like many haven't meditated on the topic. They just know, oh my God, I love Bitcoiners. They're such great people. They seem to be so much more interesting and fun to be around and genuine than people who aren't Bitcoiners. Why do you think that is? Was there something about us beforehand? And what I want to actually point out to people is that this process of becoming a Bitcoiner, it's not you wake up one morning and you say, that's it, today I am a Bitcoiner. It's a long, drawn-out process, and it's a process which requires you to activate your mind, to become intelligent, to possess integrity, to not get involved in scams and ICOs or NFTs or anything like that, but instead, and many people go through that period and say, that's not for me. And so they choose this morality. And when you end up choosing morality and choosing other people who choose morality, and that morality is informed by intelligence rather than by someone else decreeing to you what's right and what's wrong, you end up with these things that money can't buy. And that, to me, and they're precious, right? They're so precious that you can't use money to buy them. That's how rare they are, and you can only develop them from within yourself. And I think that's the gift. That's kind of the gift that I wanted to give back with this essay to other Bitcoiners who I love, because it helps them to understand why things are the way they are, and why they find the time that they spend with Bitcoiners so valuable, and why they find that they have been changed by Bitcoin. It is the study of Bitcoin gives you these virtuous characteristics and these gifts of things like genuine, honest friendships.
Which is another reason why Bitcoin isn't like any other cryptocurrency. In the crypto world, everything is focused on profit taking. You only win if you sell to someone at a higher price. But in a zero-sum game,
you win at the expense of somebody else. And I do think that you can end up with more money. You can end up rich on a monetary basis playing that game. But you don't have the things that money can't buy. You don't make a lot of friends by ripping people off. You don't make a lot of friends by running a scam. You sometimes end up in prison. Sometimes you get away with it, but you've gotten away with something immoral, right? So you don't have the self-esteem of a moral person. You drown yourself in cocaine and luxuries and other things to suppress the feelings of shame and guilt that accompany doing something shameful and guilty. It's not a community of us trying to rip off some other community of naive people. It's us trying to bring more people into our community to be bestowed with the same gifts that we have had, like as I list in this essay, of all these things that money can't buy, and in addition, sound money so that can actually buy the things that money is meant to buy.
We hope Tomer has helped you understand the reasoning behind why choosing Bitcoin is not like gambling on a crypto and hoping to win at the expense of the greater fool. Rather, in choosing Bitcoin, you become part of an energetic community that will build you up, educate you, and empower you to take on this new form of freedom. When you choose Bitcoin, you choose it for its honesty and morality. If you want to learn more about why Bitcoin is a moral form of money, watch The Legendary Treasure of Satoshi Nakamoto. Stay tuned and remember to subscribe for the latest recaps, insights, and films about all things Bitcoin. This is 21 Voices. If you want to watch another episode, try this one here.